Marriage. It's the stuff of dreams, the fairy tale ending we often hear about. But what happens when happily ever after feels more like a distant memory? When once loving partners find themselves trapped in a cycle of negativity where every word feels like a weapon and silence becomes the only form of communication. If you've ever felt that disconnect, you're not alone. And today, we're diving into what it takes to break that cycle and repair a marriage. Hi, and welcome to our channel. If this topic resonates with you, make sure you subscribe, share this video with someone who might need it, and hit that bell button to stay updated on more life-changing insights. Let's make this a journey of growth and connection together. Marriage is, in many ways, one of life's greatest paradoxes. It's simultaneously beautiful and challenging, rewarding and frustrating. It brings out our best selves, but it also exposes our vulnerabilities. And when negativity creeps in, it can feel like a storm that won't pass. But here's the thing, storms don't last forever, and neither does the negativity, if you're willing to put in the work to break free. You see, the cycle of negativity often starts small. Maybe it's an offhand comment, a minor annoyance brushed under the rug. Over time, those little things grow, building walls instead of bridges. One partner says something hurtful, the other reacts defensively. Resentment festers, communication shuts down, and suddenly, the connection that once felt unbreakable seems like a distant memory. But here's the truth. No relationship is perfect, and every marriage has its rough patches. What separates those who thrive from those who falter is the ability to recognize the problem and commit to change. The first step? Acknowledging that something is wrong. Sounds simple, right? But it's often the hardest part. Denial can be comforting. It's easier to blame external factors, work stress, financial pressures, than to confront the uncomfortable reality that your marriage is struggling. But change starts with honesty. Sit down with your partner and say, "We need to talk." Not to blame, not to accuse, but to begin the journey of understanding. And that's where communication becomes your superpower. Think about it. How often do we truly listen to our partners? Not just hearing the words, but understanding the feelings behind them. Active listening means putting aside your own thoughts and really tuning in. It's saying, "I hear you, and what you feel matters to me." Use I statements to express your own feelings without making your partner defensive. Instead of, "You never listen," try, "I feel unheard when." Now, let's talk triggers, those little landmines that can turn a minor disagreement into a full-blown argument. Maybe it's the way your partner responds during stress, or a tone of voice that feels dismissive. Identifying these triggers, both in yourself and your partner, can diffuse tension before it escalates. It's not about avoiding conflict. It's about approaching it with compassion and understanding. Speaking of compassion, here's a question for you. When was the last time you put yourself in your partner's shoes? Empathy is the secret ingredient to a healthy marriage. It's about seeing the world through their eyes, understanding their struggles, and offering kindness even when it's hard. And let's be honest, sometimes it's really hard. But those moments, when you choose love over frustration, are the ones that define your relationship. Breaking the cycle also means rediscovering the good. Remember the early days of your relationship? The laughter, the shared dreams, the way their presence felt like home. Rekindle that connection by focusing on positive interactions. Compliment them. Surprise them with small gestures of affection. Plan a date night. These little things might seem trivial, but they remind you both why you fell in love in the first place. Of course, not every challenge can be tackled alone, and that's okay. Seeking professional help, whether through counseling or therapy, isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of strength. A trained therapist can offer tools and insights to help you navigate the rough waters and find your way back to each other. But let's not sugarcoat it. Repairing a marriage is hard work. There will be setbacks. Old habits will resurface. You'll have days when progress feels non-existent. And in those moments, patience is your best friend. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about persistence. Celebrate the small wins, the heartfelt conversation, the shared laugh, the moment of vulnerability. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to a stronger, more resilient marriage. And if you're wondering, what if it's too late? Know this, it's never too late to try. Even the most strained relationships can heal when both partners are willing to invest in the process. But also, be kind to yourself. If you've done everything you can and the relationship still isn't working, it's okay to let go with grace. Sometimes, the healthiest choice is to part ways and find happiness individually. But for most of us, the goal is healing, rebuilding trust, reigniting emotional intimacy, setting shared goals, and perhaps most importantly, growing individually so you can bring your best self to the partnership. Marriage isn't about losing yourself in the other person. It's about two complete individuals coming together to create something greater. So, if you're ready to break the cycle, start today. Have that honest conversation. Listen with an open heart. Take small steps toward positivity. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. There's a whole community of people just like you, working to create healthier, happier relationships. If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need it. And before you go, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's continue exploring, learning, and growing together. Because at the end of the day, love is worth fighting for, and so are you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.